What is going on? This is Patrick Calmerton. We are over at the Devil's Lake Tourism website where everybody is seeing this, and we're going to talk to Linda Koth today. Linda, what? Tell us. Matter of fact, we kind of blindsided Linda a little bit, and we wanted her to jump on here and talk about the Minnewaukan fish. How do you fishtival? Correct?
Fishtival, the fishtival, yeah.
Fishtival. So just basically a fishtival. Tell us a little bit about Linda. What do we got going on over there?
Well, really, it's just a community event for our little town by the big lake. Family-friendly event. We have a fishing tournament, and with that includes a raffle. Really have a nice draw from around the surrounding area, all of North Dakota. Actually, we have people from Wisconsin, Minnesota, Iowa. Lots of people come for this tournament. We also are including a vendor show this year. That's something kind of new. And this is the second year that we're going to include a youth tournament as part of our tournament as well. So we have a special section for just the kids, 15 and under.
That's awesome. I kind of looked at the website a little bit over on Facebook, the Minnewaukan Festival website over there on Facebook. And the prize list, I mean, you got UTVs, ATVs, you have electric go-karts, a bunch of $1,000 gift prizes. I mean, that certainly gets our attention. But just to dive into a little bit, I know that you're doing a breakfast that morning, at least it seems, or I saw that, correct? And then you also have lunch available right there.
Yep. So the firemen this year are going to head up the breakfast for us. And then, so that starts at, right away in the morning, as soon as people get there, 5:30, 6 o'clock. And then a high school group usually handles the lunch that starts at 11 in the morning. So we try to include as many people as we can, just to get everybody involved, earning a little money for their cause. Just to get lots of people involved and make it a great day for everyone.
Yeah, no, that's incredible. The date, just because no, it's March 7th, correct?
March 7th, usually the first Saturday in March.
Okay.
That we do this, typically every year.
And where is it out of? Where is the, I guess, a landing spot, the breakfast? Where does everything take place?
All takes place at the new Minnewaukan Fire Hall right in town there. That's usually a gathering spot. We have registration right there in the morning. And then open the big doors. Everybody takes off at the same time. It's kind of cool to watch that part of it. We registered over 600 people last year, so 600 people all in the fire hall, and then open up the doors. Everybody takes off. Really cool. There's a few different landings that people can access the lake, right around Minnewaukan. Any accessible area of Devil's Lake really is where they can fish. There's not any set boundaries or anything there. We don't have a map. If you can access the lake, you can fish there. Only stipulation, the fish have to be alive when you bring them in to weigh. So that, kind of limits it a little bit, but they have to bring in live fish, but can fish really anywhere that you can access in the surrounding Devil's Lake Basin.
That is awesome. So how is accessibility right now? I mean, people coming from out of town that is fishing it, is registration still open? This is going to go out a couple of days before. Can you register right up to the shotgun start?
Register online. We do have a registration online on our Facebook page. They can pre-register there. However, you do have to come and check in the morning of the event, and registration goes up till 9 o'clock that morning. Reason being, you have to check in just so there's no cheating, So even if you do pre-register, you still have to come in, say I pre-register online, just do a quick check of your phone number or whatever. And just so it's fair for everybody, right? So come in, check in the morning, and so then everybody gets off at the same time and send them on their way.
So I guess how is the travel out there right now? You guys got a bunch of snow here a couple of weeks ago, or a week or two ago.
Snow. I think everything's, my husband's a guide on Devil's Lake. He's getting out there every day. He driving a Suburban, he moves his shack when he needs to. He's got a couple of hard shacks. He moves that when he needs to. I'm not dragging it around every day, but he's taking out, portables and different things. He's getting around. he said the access points are good right now. We are going to get some nice weather this week, so just going to have to kind of watch that. I'm telling people we're not plowing trails as of right now, because the snow is kind of iffy. It's not good snow to plow, is what people are telling me.
Right, it's starting to
I
melt a
myself
little
haven't
bit.
been out there, but I have to take mostly the guide's word for it.
Mm-hmm.
You can get out there. You're probably not going to drag a 24-foot ice castle around
You're
with
right.
much ease, but you can get out there. I think you can get out there.
Very cool. The fact that you just come over to the fire station, register, go fish wherever you want, come back. I'm sure that there's going to be our rewards that night. Then, so like, is there a raffle and a fishing prize? How I guess what are the possibilities? What are the options? How does one win?
Yep. So right after the weigh-in, everybody has to be in line by 2:00. So we get all the fish weighed in, and then we tally up the prizes, and determine the winners. There's 20 in 3 categories: walleye, perch, northern. There are 20 winners. So we tally up those, and then right after those are determined, we give away the prize money, and then we draw for the raffle prizes same time right away. With the youth prizes as well, same thing. And usually have no trouble filling all those classes. Those are usually filled in way before 2:00, as a matter of fact. But as more people line up and are coming in closer to 2:00 and beyond, waiting in line, we have a cutoff. Someone stands there and says, no more after 2, then we determine the winner and give them out. It's usually about 3:00 before we start giving the money out and drawing for the prizes, and give it out right there, right away.
That's awesome.
Usually wrapped up by 4:00.
And this is the 19th annual. Is that correct?
This is the 21st annual.
Oh, I'm sorry, 21st annual.
This is the 21st annual, and it does. I think it did exist in some capacity, maybe before that, but I'm not exactly sure. That was maybe before I was involved a little bit. I do remember years ago, maybe one of the first ones, they had a tent was down by the lake. That was before it really came up and the flooding and everything. They had like a big army tent and stuff set up right now by the lake, really kind of cool and cold. But yeah, since it has evolved, it's gotten a little better each year. But it did exist, I think, a little before that. But we're calling it this 21st annual, this one.
I love it. Yeah, matter of fact, I'm looking at the Facebook. You guys have so many sponsors that we're not going to go through and read them all. What's that?
Several sponsors, and people are so good and really stick with us, and so grateful to have all those nice folks to help us out. Yeah,
that's incredible. And there's a contact number. I'm looking at the March 7th, 226. Tickets are only $10. Is that for the raffle prizes? Is that the entry fee for the fishing? What does that mean?
That includes everything. So for each fish that you weigh, the format that they started with years ago, you needed 1 ticket per fish that you weigh. So say you weigh 3 fish, you have to have 3 tickets. Each one of those tickets also gets you a chance at all the raffle prizes. So some people buy a book of tickets, $100, right? But you also have a chance at all of those raffle prizes. So yeah, $10 lets you weigh a fish and gets you into the raffle as well.
That's crazy. I'm looking right here at the fish prizes, and you guys have it kind of all over the place. So you have $350 for a mount for the walleye, and then it goes down to a couple of $300-$400 for fish prizes, and then also the Vanguard 22 Weatherby in 7th place. So it keeps away from the cheating. That's awesome. Yes, I love that.
Kind of tries to deter that. We went with that format a few years ago. It was just people were saying, well, they were out there all night and they saved their fish, blah blah blah. Yeah, whatever. So we just decided, well, we'll just joggy them around a little bit and we'll make them random. So we do that every year. We just pick them out of a hat and go down the line, and that's how they come out. The first 10 anyway, and then 11 through 20 you can see is $100 each. kind of get your money back and then some. And yeah, works out good. People like it.
Yeah, I see. Even the kids, which is 15 and under, they also are random. Where you never know where the 300 is going to lie on that.
Right.
That is really neat.
Yeah, it is cool.
That way it keeps everybody kind of guessing, keeps everybody coming, all that other good stuff. So
yeah, and then with the kids this year, we did get them trophies. What kid doesn't like getting a little trophy, right? So we got them little trophies this year. Those are posted on the Facebook page as well. Last year we had plaques for the top finishers in each adult category and forgot to give them out. So we ended up trying to track the people down and send them out, and people didn't really, I don't know if they cared if they got it or not, but I just think kids would like to have a trophy and would be so proud to. So we kind of went that way this year for something different, change it up a little.
Yeah, absolutely. We won't keep it too long here. We just wanted to find out what this was all about and put it on our calendars for next year, because obviously we're coming from a ways, but it sounds like a super cool event. It sounds like you guys have a lot of fun. If you go to your Facebook page, you have Minnewaukan FFFishtival, which has all the information. There's contact names and numbers here if anybody's looking for it, all that other good stuff. Jared, he's a wizard at laying things over, so I'm sure that he'll have the poster here and a couple of pictures from previous years all over the place that he might lay on top of what we're talking about. But I gotta ask, now that you talk about your husband being a guide, what is the one lure that we gotta bring right now to be able to catch one of these prize winning fish?
He does not give me a lot of information.
Oh man! All right.
He will say, if you want to catch some northerns, use hot dogs. That's what he'll tell me. Yes. Hot dogs are chicken legs. That's what he'll tell you. But yeah, I'm not even certain what they're using now. He said it's kind of been tough this year, out on the main lake and stuff. It's just been a tough year out here. And you get that with the perch. Anybody you talk to,
yeah.
Well, you got to search for them. Of a tougher year.
Yeah, you got to search for them, but your walleyes and your pikes certainly made up for it. And those guys, those fish have been lights out all season. It's a standard of the different plugs and all that other good stuff. Once you start getting into some of the rattle spoons, some of the smaller stuff when it gets cold. But no, Linda, we certainly appreciate your time and expertise and all that other good stuff, and we hope that you have a fantastic fishtival. And
lots of fun.
Yeah, no. Well, we greatly appreciate it, and good luck out there.
Thank you guys for the interview, and thanks for being persistent and calling me back. I appreciate it.
Oh, absolutely. We'll get a hold of you some way, somehow. Most certainly.
We still got tickets for sale, so find somebody and give us a jingle.
Where do people find them yet? If there's still tickets for sale,
sellers that still have them out there. We are in the process of collecting them. Getting them in right now and getting them in the barrel, but there's still a couple places in Minnewaukan. Dakota Spirits, Old 281 Tavern in town have them. Senex West and Devil's Lake will have them right up until the day, and there will be a few other places around. You're just gonna have to watch our Facebook page. We usually post it right there. We'll have them right up until the end.
Do the raffles get cut off at the beginning of the fishing, or can they buy the raffles until the raffles start getting pulled at 3:00 on Saturday?
That morning we will have some available. In the past few years, we have sold out right away in the morning during registration. We do have a few books left. I know that we're just getting in right now, or partial books. We will have those for sale that morning. But yeah, they usually do sell out. And we order 6,000, so that's a lot of tickets to sell.
Yeah.
Or not a lot, depending on,
Well, it goes to a good cause. It goes, the way it sounds is it gets the proceeds go to life-saving measures and more. So that's awesome.
Yep.
Well, thank you again. We greatly appreciate it, and good luck.
Absolutely. Thanks, you guys.
All right. Thank you.